Okay, we're talking route cards now. So let's go through the basic details. Expedition route card, and you're going to use one per day. So if you're on a multi-day expedition, you're going to do one of these per day, or actually per activity if you're doing 2 activities in the same day. So one for biking or one for walking, whatever it may be. The aim of your expedition, you can tell us what that is. You can put in your team members, the name of your group. It won't be a DV group. The one you've got won't have DV on it. Name of your group. The day of the week is important, and the date if you know it, but if you don't, leave it for now. Then what we're going to do, this is where the actual important stuff happens. This one's been filled in because I'm going to use it as an example, but you'll see these bits. Now to start with, the first thing we're going to do is our legs of our route. We break into our route into different legs, and that's a bit like BBC Bite Size. It makes chunks that are easier to remember and it's easier to navigate. So what we've got on here, we've got our legs of our route. We've got our route here. It moves in a southeasterly direction to Northwood End Farm, then it moves in a westerly direction across here, and then goes in a northerly direction towards Wilstead, and then northeast, and then northwest again. We're going to have our start here, and we'll clearly mark it on. So we'll put start, and that is look at Cotton End Farm. Our first leg, so our legs are usually between 1 and 2.5 kilometres depending on the length of your walk or your expedition, and they should be to obvious features. When we look at maps, we often see place names. So for example, Manor Farm is quite visible, so you'll use that later on in your description, but I think the first leg makes sense to end here in Northwood End Farm. Okay, so we're going to circle that and we'll put leg 1. So that is leg 1 and it ends there. Leg 2, you could choose here because it's a clear change in direction, but it's a really small leg and that wouldn't make a great deal of sense. So I'm going to move past there, and I'm actually going to say here, look, the end of this road in Wilstead. So that will be end of leg 2, and I would class that as path, and there's a road there, so path and road junction, or crossroad you could call it. And then leg 3 would be through there and finishing off just there. So we'll write finish on as well. So what we're going to do with our legs then, the information we get from this, we put in our route card, and this is the first bit you'll do on your route card. Now notice, look, it says place with grid reference. So you need to put the place, the name, a description, usually something that is written on the map is really helpful, and you need to do a grid reference. So we're going to start, and in this instance we've got a filled in one. It says 079442 Cotton End Farm, Wilstead. That's brilliant because it tells you where it is and it gives you a grid reference, and it's nice and easily recognisable. Cotton End Farm, Wilstead. So what you then do is we'll add the leg end for over here, and this one we said was Northwood End Farm, Haynes. Let's see if we've done that. So what we've got on here, we've got the grid reference, but we'd need to write on there Northwood End Farm, Haynes. So Northwood End Farm, Haynes. Okay, the next leg then we talked about actually finishing just here, and I'm going to say path and road junction in Wilstead. So path and road junction, Wilstead. And you'll notice, especially my writing is probably worse than a lot of people's, it's worth typing these up, and they're on Moodle, on your Moodle course for you. Finally, that one, because it's the end, should be the same as that. Now interestingly, because this person's been particularly accurate, so well done to you, you've given a slightly different good reference for the finish, and that's just because of where it ends look like that, but it should be the start end point if it's a circular route. Okay, so we're going to say Cotton End Farm again. Brilliant. The next thing you can do is give a general direction or bearing. Now a general direction to start with we'll do, and we'll talk about bearings in the next video. The general direction of the first leg is very simple, look. So on our cardinal points, north is always the top of the map. What we've got is come in that direction there, so never eat shredded wheat. So we've got a southeasterly direction. Okay, so that one is just going to be quite simple. Southeast, and we've got another bit of detail here. It then says south-southeast, and I would agree with that, so that's really nice layer of detail for us. Gives an overview of where we're going. The second leg travels clearly west, then northwest, and then north. So we've got west, then hash look, northwest, and then north. And look, we're using capital letters for these, and to distinguish between them, we've just got a slash between them. Okay, from that point there, the third leg, it should be northeasterly, north, northeasterly, northwesterly. To be honest, I would probably say northeasterly and north to finish off. But what we've got here is excellent detail. Northeast, we've got a little northwest, northeast, northwest, northeast, northwest. That's a little bit over the top. Realistically, I would just say northeast and then north to finish that one off. Okay. The next section is our distance, and we've talked about distance on another video, so you can watch the distance one if you need to work out how to do that bit. Then we'll talk about something called Naismith's rule, but I'm going to do that in the next little video.